meet, and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Yay! Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Jennifer, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you to everybody for joining us for this general reading for all signs. If you are watching, oh, we don't need my coffee in the shot. If you are watching on a restream on YouTube and you don't want to watch me shuffle, just hit the timestamps right in the video description of this video to fast forward right to the reading. Today, the deck is the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti, and let's purify with this homemade Hungry Water, Queen of Hungry Water. 3 sprays in this big room is more than sufficient. Boy, it smells good. You can find the video on how to make your own bottle of Hungry Water, plus instructions on how to purchase this deck in the video description of this very video right on my YouTube channel. I don't read with card reversals, so you're going to see me flipping cards right side up. Don't worry about it. That's how I like to read. All is well, I promise. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without ads by subscribing to us there. On your screen, you'll see some URLs. One is for our website where you can find everything that we offer, and it's all free of charge. Also, there's a link to or a URL how to get to our shop, and that's where we make a small commission off of every sale, and it's a fun, easy way to support us. If you'd like to give us a little bit more support, there's also a URL for our PayPal portal where you can give a donation, or if you're watching on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation right on the platform. We do appreciate your support, but mostly we just appreciate that you're here for this reading. It goes out to a lot of people, though, so if for some reason this reading doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it, because it's probably not meant for you. You never want to force things like that. If that's the case for you, check out the Zodiac readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, and you can find all of those nice and easily right on our website. Just click on the link for free tarot readings right in the main menu. Okay, I think we are shuffled. It was a nice couple minutes of shuffling. Let's just do this one more. There we go. So one nice clean cut, and we should be good to go for today, the 4th of August, 2023. We've got a King of Cups, we've got a 2 of Coins, and we've got a 2 of Swords. Nice. Okay. This is good. So all that spiritual work that you've been doing is paying off. What tends to happen to a lot of us is we do all this work, everybody's so different. This quote, spiritual or inner work is a better way of saying that. This can be therapy. It can be recovery. It could be magic lessons. It could be spell casting. It could be anything where you're getting the inner world more in alignment, so that you're more masterful of who you are on the inside. So that's going well. But what tends to happen is we think, well, I'll get my mind together, I'll get all of this together, or I'll cast some spells, or I'll do whatever I'm going to do. And wasn't I supposed to see results? Where are those results? Give me those results right now. And it doesn't necessarily work that way. That sort of impatient attitude is frequently our downfall, because we think that our inner world is on the same kind of timeline as our outer world. And that's not always the case. Sometimes things take time. Sometimes things take a specific amount of time for reasons that we understand later, right? So right now, if you're getting impatient about what's going on outside, you're not really doing the work, are you? Because if you're really doing the work fully, then you're perfectly fine with the way things are at the moment, because they're on their way to resolving in the best way possible. And you just sort of start to have an observer's mindset saying, isn't this interesting? I wonder how that's going to work out. I know it's working out, but it'll be really interesting to see how, rather than what's going on? Where is it? Push. Because when you start doing that, then you're taking yourself out of the the magical frame of mind, that out of the inner work, and you're starting to make your manifestations the boss. And remember, the manifestations are not the boss. They are the last in the chain of events. And the boss is your mind. So keep your mind focused on that which you know is true, and that which are your goals or your aspirations or whatever your inner work that you're doing is, because it's so different for everybody. And recognize that, yeah, the manifestations are happening in a wonderful way. It's just that you don't know what that is. And it's okay not to know. It's okay not to know, because what you do know is that everything's working out fine. Because if you got in there and tried to fix it, you know it'd get worse, not better, right? You're clear on that? It's not just you, but any of us. That those of us who think that we know better than spirit usually slow things down even more. Right. That's why, your organs are put way down deep inside of your body so that you don't mess with them. You don't get your grubby little paws all over them. Because when we start thinking that we understand how things are supposed to work and we try to futz with it, that's when we mess it up. No, what we have to do is do what you've been doing and get your inner world in order and let the outer world take care of itself, because it is. It is. So let's not be all impatient. Let's not try to push things. In fact, when you notice that that's happening, the advice here in the reading is to get into meditation, to get focused. Use that magic minute if you don't have a type of meditational program that you understand or that works for you. That magic minute is very simple, and it's one of, I don't know, there's a lot of great ways to meditate, but it's a good one. So it's there for you. You just look it up on my YouTube channel. You can learn how to do it in just a few minutes, and in as little as 60 seconds a day, you can really keep your mind focused in such a way that you don't interfere with all of the success that is coming your way. We've got the Page of Cups. We've got the Moon. Of course we do, right on top of that Two of Coins. I could have told you that. And we've got the Hanged Man. All right. The Hanged Man is telling us a different story than normal today. The way that this is playing out, the Hanged Man is, sometimes the Hanged Man is really, kind of negative. And it's all about martyr syndrome and sacrifice and not having our voice and not putting our foot down. And that may be the case for you. And if that's the case, you want to take care of that. Know that you do have a voice and you can say no, But really what this is talking about here, on top of this Two of Swords, is learn how to hang out. Learn the art of hanging out with yourself and not needing anything to be different, just as an exercise. Learn how to accept everything and let it be the way it is. That's the only way to have power over your circumstances. Let everything be exactly the way it is. That's how you don't interfere. That's how you get yourself out of the way so that things can clean themselves up. Getting mired in the illusion and thinking that you're so smart that you can go into that illusion and kind of fix things and help things along. It's exactly what the illusion wants you to do, because it knows that there's no way you can figure it out. There's no way that you could figure that out. But you don't need to. Infinite intelligence has got this. And so the work that you've been doing on your own self, on the inner self, that's everything. It's taking care of it for you. So this time where this is that 3 days that we talk about, where there's this lag time sometimes between what you do on the inner and how it manifests on the outer. And during that time, it's very tempting to undo all the good that you've been doing. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to allow things to be exactly the way they are and just really become good at it. And it's only a day. It's not like I'm asking you to put up with terror and upset and pain and everything for the rest of eternity. I'm just saying today, whatever's going on, hands off. Let it be perfect. This is perfect the way it is. So I have no desire to change it. You're yelling at me. That's you. That's how you are. You're perfect the way you are. It has no effect on me whatsoever. I do not react to it because it's perfect. What's to react? That's how you are, right? It's such a weird way to be sometimes because we're trained. No. You've got to go in there and fix it. You got to go in there and stand up for yourself. You got to. And today it's saying, if you allow everything to be what it is, the ego has no response to that. The ego has nothing to say to that. Because all of a sudden you're taking yourself out of the soup, you're taking yourself out of the mix, and you're allowing infinite intelligence to handle it on your behalf because you've already done all the work. You've already done all the work, and you know it's just a matter of time. And all of the manifestation part of it's really none of your business. You know it's on its way. You know everything is working out the way it needs to work out. So that's what all this faith is that you've been mustering. So now it's time to exercise that faith. And the way you do that is to keep your mind focused, stay in that meditative kind of frame of mind. And no matter what you experience today, allow yourself to say, this is perfect. I'm going to just let this be exactly the way it is and watch it transform. You know, you've already done all this work. Look at this beautiful combination, this king and page. This is what you've been up to. This is what you've been up to. Working on yourself, allowing yourself to be guided, allowing yourself to listen to the good news of infinite intelligence. And all of that good news is the truth. Whatever these manifestations are just the end of a dream that you're about to wake up from. So getting into the dream and getting all up into the dream, all that's doing is prolonging the dream and making you sleep longer. You know, allowing the chapter to end, allowing the book to be closed for you is the way to go. And so in the meantime, the way that you can do that, the way that you can avoid prolonging whatever these manifestations are, is hands off. Pull yourself back. Just, no, that's perfect the way it is. I'm going to let this be the way it is. You can even go farther. I mean, when I'm in one of these places, sometimes I'll get all arrogant about it. It's like, if somebody's yelling at me, I command them in my mind. I'm commanding them to yell at me. You will yell at me. Or if I'm having like a pain in my elbow or something, I command you to have pain. I command that pain to be there. And I just allow myself to recognize that allowing things to be the way they are, you know, to be really involved in that, allowing things to be the way they are, takes me out of it. It just takes me out of all of it. And then infinite intelligence can do its work. Now, the reason why this is true for many of you, and if this is not true for you, then this doesn't apply to you, but why this is true for those of you to whom this reading is speaking is because you've already done the work. This is not skipping a step. Had you not already done this work, then we'd say, well, you got some work to do here. The reason why these manifestations are happening is because blah, 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 you got to work. You've already done the work. And the manifestations are sure. They are absolutely certain. But for now, for today, hang out. Let it be the way it is. Keep your mind focused. Understand that everything is working out the way it needs to for you to have everything that is going to make you happy. And it's all happening in the perfect way, at the perfect time, and you're going to be so happy. And in the meantime, you can start being happy with things regardless of how the manifestations appear to you. And the way you do that is you allow them to be. Hands off. It's a great day, and the promise of this day is that you've already done the work. Don't mess it up. It's on its way. It's not going to be long, and it's just a matter of you not prolonging the negative manifestations. And the way you do that is by hanging out, letting them be the way they are, knowing that the work you've already done is already taking care of it. And you just have to wait for the physical reality to catch up to the truth. All right, good job. And we'll be back tomorrow for another general reading. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Jennifer and Dre. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Blessed be.